Max, how difficult was it playing without fans?
Yeah, it was weird. It felt like a scrimmage or like a practice, literally. Like when we played UVA or whatever, like it felt like that. But we obviously would have loved for our fans to to be at this game. It's unfortunate the situation and like everyone's going through it, but it was also a blessing that we were able to play this game and not like postpone it or something like that. So no, it was definitely weird though.
How much at all did it feel like the pandemic where you didn't play with fans for months?
Yeah, it felt kind of like a pandemic. But where I played at Utah State my freshman year with pandemic, so we had like partial attendance or whatever. So like a third of our gym we still had people in it, but that's probably what it felt like. Literally, like nobody, literally not a single person in the gym.
Is your like showers and stuff working?
So right before I left to come to shoot for the game, the water turned back on. So I hadn't been on for like the past 2 days, I think. So it was kind of a struggle. I know some people went to some of the coach's house, some people went to Brendan's house. But I mean, just makes you think about, a lot of things. Like a lot of people in Richmond, you know, didn't have access to water that needed it more than us. So it just makes us grateful.
Do you guys feel like it came together, got closer through this crisis?
Definitely, I would say so. Just, checking up on other people, whether they need rides to somewhere to get showers or, just coming up with ideas, brainstorming together to, come up with some solutions. I think it definitely made us closer there.
Luke, you were a team high plus 19 box plus minus in 18 minutes of play. How much more comfortable are you now than earlier in the season?
I would say at this point in the season, there's like a lot less nerves compared to when I first, came in. The fans, like in like regular games, the fans, I've learned how to play like with a lot of people around me. I've become more comfortable with like making mistakes and playing through it. I would say I've become more comfortable like starting and playing with a lot of the stars more. I feel like, we play together well and it's like a good balance. I think that's probably because defensively I can bring a lot and like that might help the offense through like getting out in transition or just getting us some extra possessions. But, yeah.
Joe, they went zone in the second half. You hit 2 big threes. Did it feel like that was a big moment there that you needed to step up and hit those shots?
No, I was just open, so I shot it. But it was good for momentum, if that answers your question.
Yeah.
Guys, back and forth, choppy first half, right? We built a 16-point lead. What was the difference there in the early stages of the second half that got y'all going offensively?
I think in the first half we had a lot of just unforced turnovers that we could have prevented. Just wasted possessions that could have been like shots, but we just turn it over and they go in the other way. And then to start the second half, we got a couple steals and we didn't turn it over as much as we did in the first half. So that, along with the offensive rebounding, that helped us for sure.
You talked about the rebounding, 50 total rebounds, 23 of them I think were offensive. Was that a key going in, part of the scout and everything, or is that something you just saw as the game went along?
Nah, I mean, that's just what we try to do every game. Just some games we grab, how many offensive boards?
23.
Yeah, 23. And some games we don't grab 23, but that's just what we try to do every game, be consistent at it every game, and then it pays off in games like this.
Jack walked up to me at this table at halftime and said, "I think I can hear myself think in this gym." What's the psychology of it when it's so quiet? And it's obviously abnormal circumstances. Do y'all have to kind of create more energy on the sideline, on the bench to get you going?
Definitely. I feel like having people like filling the team makes it easy. He was on the other side of the court, and I could hear what he was saying word for word. And I think everyone around us chuckled. I feel like having people like him kind of like, I don't know, it lightens the mood. It makes it less boring. And I definitely feel like trying to pick up your teammates definitely like, helps with the energy since we don't have any fans.
Joe, you got 8 rebounds, 6 of them offensive. I know you talked about this in the off season. You changed your diet, trying to get yourself in better shape. Do you think that's helping you out with the rebounding aspect of the game, being in better shape?
Yeah. I think eating edible protein has me doing things I couldn't do last year. Changed my game in small ways, but shout out to edible protein.
What is edible protein? Is that just like chicken?
It's chicken, steak. I wasn't just trying to say MEAT. Try to cough it out of me. All right.
Joe, are you pretty much just, if the shots aren't falling or if they are falling, are you just one mood the whole time you're out there?
Yeah, I would say a huge part of it is just my faith. Every time I get the chance to talk about it, I do. I have a huge faith in Christ, and it's like whatever's happening in my heart and in my mind, I'm just like, thy will be done, and I have peace of mind that, God doesn't allow anything to happen that's not supposed to be happening. So, I have my own emotions, but it's really easy for me to kind of get back to being kind of in the moment.
Do you ever just go up to someone who's like over 10 and say, "It's okay, brother. This is how God wants it."
I mean, I've tried, but people are like, Joe, shut up. but it's going to happen. You're going to go 0 for 10, and then you're going to go 8 for 10. And it's like if you get so caught up on both of them, then you're going to live on a roller coaster, and that's trash. You don't want to live on a roller coaster.
Did you guys enjoy the little bit of snow that we had this week?
I mean, it was cool until the water went out.
Facts.
How disappointing is it in Richmond to come from Utah, where we get 2 inches of snow and the whole world shuts
I
down?
know, that's what I was. It
tells me what to do.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier with I was saying this was one day of snow and everybody, the whole city just shuts down, don't know how to act, it would snow in Utah since November to May, really, we would have snow. But yeah, Kiev, it used to snow actually when I was a kid, when I was 7, 8, it used to snow a lot, and then it just stopped snowing at some point, and it just rains, and it's just dirty and stuff like that. But no, it was definitely nice to see snow. It's just unfortunate that just the whole city broke. So yeah.
We can do maybe one more for the guys.
Joe and Max, obviously Luke started 4 of the last 5 games, something like that. Does that sound right? 8 and 7 tonight, 3 more blocks. He's among one of the best shot blockers in the country. What have you all seen in terms of his growth as his role increases here as the season goes on?
I'm very proud of little Bam.
Thank you.
Of course.
All right. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Coach, we'll be right